Yes, folks, you are welcome to another presentation, to another session. And this is your humble but fearless teaching high priest, Lufialaga Maufomo Kobla Nonibe. Folks, today I'm going to do a very controversial topic. I believe this topic has been in the system for some time, and all of us, for lack of self-knowledge, all of us flow with the European Egyptology versions of that. And I am doing this presentation to honor two great urban musicians, because per my research, I can see these god and goddesses projecting music, ocean of music to the world. Well, I believe you've come, if you are a student of history or you are a researcher, you have come across a name that the European archaeologists or researchers or historians have named Hatɔ Hathor. Let me put it that way. Hathor. The European Egyptologists spelt it Hathor. Hathor. Well, but the question is that the etymology of the name? Folks, I've done several presentations and I've told you that our ancient fathers built ancient Kemet, which today has been corrupted as ancient Egypt. Kemet was how our ancient fathers named that geographical location they once lived on. Now let's go into this name, Hatɔ or Hathor, according to the European archaeologists or historians. Now let me read something that I've gathered from Wikipedia, which the European historians or archaeologists have put together, folks. Now, according to European Egyptologists, Hathor, I'm pronouncing it as it is written, or as they wrote it down. According to European Egyptologists, Hathor is a major goddess in ancient Egyptian religion, who represented many aspects of life, including love, fertility, and motherhood. Now, that is according to the European Egyptologists. I believe when we say Egyptologists, you understand what we are trying to say. And they even said that her name, Hathor, according to them, means temple of Horus, blah, 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 among others. Now, you see, I told you something that the Greeks came to ancient Kemet and they got circumcised. in order to enroll in our higher institutions of learning. And the records are there. Key among them are Egyptian philosophers, that some of you know their names, who came to live in common, ancient Egypt, to learn this knowledge system from our ancient fathers. Yes, you heard me right. Now, the question we are asking is that the etymology or the origin of the name? And is the definition that has been given by European Egyptologists correct? My answer to the question is no. You see, what the European archaeologists succeeded in doing, or Egyptologists succeeded in doing, is to change the original names, meanings, and understanding in order for them to repackage their own understanding for us, so that we will not be able to connect the dots together. But as I said, through the mystical communication from within, the energies, the teaching energies, continue to reveal or expose the Eurocentric lies that we've been told for hundreds of years. Now, the original or the etymology of the name has an ever root. The name itself is what? Hatɔ. Hatɔ, that is H-A-T-O. Hatɔ. Now, someone may ask, who is Hatɔ? Now, let me read this briefly so that we all flow according. Hatɔ. We, in the ever cosmology, have the etymology of the name, because it was our ancient fathers who practiced with these energies. I keep saying that in African spirituality, we don't worship. The term worship came with European religions, or it came with the Abrahamic religions. So in African spirituality, we practice, we don't worship. So Hatɔ, our ancient fathers practiced with it. Now, I know you may ask, so who is Hatɔ? Now let me break it down. Hatɔ is the god and the goddess of ocean of music, ocean of knowledge, bliss, immortality, and external peace. Yes. You see, in African spirituality, or in our cosmology, we don't see one as the only God. We see God as a dual being, both male and female. So Hatɔ has a feminine side, which we describe as what? Goddess. And his masculine side is what the European call God. Right? Now, Hathor was or is originally part of Voodoo. Yes, it's part of this supreme energy called Voodoo. Now, Voodoo teaches and deal with your LOSO. Do you know what is LOSO? LOSO simply means the embodiment of God in man. That is our LOSO. You see, it's not everything in our cosmic knowledge, in the other language, that can be easily be translated into English. There are some, yes, it can be done. But because the English language is a baby language, so there are certain things you cannot break it down in English or give it a direct translation unless you break it down for people to understand, folks. Now, if you look at the image that has been depicted by the European Egyptologists about Hathor, now you can see that they depict her with the picture of the head of a cow. The head of a cow. In fact, a female cow. And on the head of the cow, they put the moon. Some will say the sun, but it is the moon. And I'm going to break it down why they use the head of a female cow and the moon, which looks like a sound or sound disc. Now, pay attention. With Hathor, in those days, it's not like now the most of this knowledge has eluded our people. When they want to perform her rituals or their rituals, they first start with a female cow. And climax it with a male or with a bull, a male cow. So in that knowledge, with that cosmic knowledge, our ancient fathers draw that in the hieroglyphs. Now, why did they also put the sound disc? They call it the sound disc or sound disc, but it's actually the moon. The reason why they put the moon on the head of the cow is that during their rituals, now note that their rituals are performed, their major rituals are performed every 3 months in the ancient past. Every 3 months in the ancient past. Hathor is also the god of fertility, put it that way. So every month her temple or their temple is open for women who are barren or who want child to come to perform, or for the priestess and the priests to perform their rituals for them. Right? So every 3 months, they perform their rituals. And it is every 3 months, when the last full moon of every 3 months, that they perform these rituals. Now, with the domination of these Greco-Romans, with some of our own people, traitors who betrayed our ancient fathers, this knowledge was copied or was cloned by the Romans, right? So the Greeks also got their names out of Hathor. And I think they call it, is it Aphrodite or something like that. And the Romans also got theirs from the Greeks, and they named it what? Venus. They cunningly changed the names and everything. And they end up destroying our knowledge system by burning all this cosmic knowledge that our ancient fathers have put across. So it is time we as a people should go back to our roots and unlearn to relearn. Remember that the man who enslaved you, the man who colonized you to benefit him and still benefiting him, will not give you a God or a system that will make you strong. So folks, as I said, I dedicate this presentation for these great musicians. Per my research, I see the trace of these energies, the ocean of music, in 2 musicians in Ghana. One is Stonebwoy. Perhaps he himself doesn't know. But if you listen to his lyrics, if you listen to him, nobody should tell you who has manifested himself is Stonebwoy. It's not everyone who will understand this. Now, who is the feminine side of Hathor? I believe you come across this beautiful goddess, Enam GH. Yes, she is a replica of that energy. Now, if you think this cosmic knowledge system is fake, now let me tell you, come to the Volta region and you still find some of these cosmic names. Names like Hatɔ Godo. Is it sending some kind of signal? Well, much is going to be written in my books. So folks, thank you for watching this video. And I still remain your teaching high priest, Nufialaga Maupomo Kobla Nonyibe. Thank you very much. Akpanami.